Steele setting it a few moments ago. Their Steelers emerge from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll go up, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Steelers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's a nice little route there, sir.
Run there, good for 16 in the first.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tackle made at his 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he's got it across midfield.
Come on, man. Stop sitting on the clock, Micah.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with
Oh, I missed him.
He's got room. It's a foot
I
race.
missed him.
And he takes it down
I
deep
missed
into
him.
enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7.
Can you hear me?
As the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Locke.
Oh,
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here. But you know the good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs, you know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Come on, man.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, It's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league.
These two teams all tied after one.
End of the first quarter.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
7-7.
Eight yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And 2.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh,
they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Claypool, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defensive adjustment takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On first down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Locke working out of the gun. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. That'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Lock again here on second and 10.
oh, come
And
on,
the Steeler
dude.
pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 51 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
It's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head.
Into the red zone, it's locked. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger.
Oh, he's reading it, bro.
It's his tight end, Ebron. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Roethlisberger will throw.
Oh, my word.
Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, come on.
Bring it out past the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Let's go, man. Let's go, boys.
43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And some space here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Block. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete to KJ.
KJ Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
We got to open up 2nd half, boys.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Broncos 20, Steelers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands.
Call a timeout, man. There you go. Why are you trying to run the ball? You got to pass, bro. If you're trying to get down the field.
For one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Roethlisberger. Rush coming.
Call a timeout. Call a timeout.
So we've reached the intermission of what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor.
Hold it. Let's back it up.
But that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man is born. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Yes.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ching Kong.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Say.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points. And
this is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards.
First down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Lock now on first down.
Come on.
Incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down. A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Throwing again. Lock. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
From the gun, Lock.
Ah, bad pass, bro.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
Bad pass, T. You got too excited, bro. You threw it flat.
And these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Dummy, bro.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Roethlisberger.
Let's go. Let's go.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last.
Throw the ball, bro.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock.
Oh, my.
And he's going to go down again. Tyson Alualu.
No way.
He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So 3rd and long now for Lock and the Broncos following the sack. They look to throw. It's Lock. He'll let this go deep for 7.
He's not jumping.
And Lock throws another.
Come on, bro.
Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Come on, bro. I don't even care, dude.
29-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be in.
Stop testing me, boy.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Come on. Why would you do that?
At the 49. And that is a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
You okay?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke.
Oh, my.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Connor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target.
Oh, come on.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Touchdown, Denver.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun snap to Lock. And this one incomplete.
Keep going.
They went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. But we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coaches still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
By the Broncos.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
KJ Hamler. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
His kick is
And he
good.
knocks it through.
Makes the score Broncos 33, Steelers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Right back to Connor here on first. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger to the right side to Ebron.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided. Here is another interception.
I thought I had it, bro.
Safety
thought I had it.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I swear I thought I had that.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Chase Claypool, incomplete. A.J. Boye on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Play the clock. However, we did drop some dimes in there. Got a lot of sacks.